Sagittarius, some interesting energy out here. This is not going to resonate with everyone. This is about somebody who is thinking about an ex. Okay? Now, this could be a connection where you are with someone right now, but it does feel like, Sagittarius, wherever you are in the world, whatever your relationship dynamic is, there's someone from the past that is on your mind that you've been thinking about for whatever reason. Okay, now if this is not your reading, that doesn't sound like what you're working through, I don't even want to waste your time, baby. Okay, I'll see you next week. But if you feel that that's something that you're working through, this reading might be for you. Okay, so welcome back. The first card that I have out here is Rekindle. Hence the reason why I'm sensing that it's somebody from the past. An old flame returns. I mean, it's just as plain as day on that card. Love language, physical touch. Whoever this person is that you have on your mind, you might have a love language of physical touch, or they have a love language of physical touch. If that helps to narrow down, you know, what it is that you're really trying to access, because I feel with you, Sagittarius, deep down, you know that you're wanting something. You might even be in a connection right now, but it's not like this other person, whoever's on your mind and your heart. A tender touch means so much. It just feels like you're missing someone, or you could also be with someone and there was a season in your connection where it was a lot lighter, a lot of passionate energy, and that has gone away and you're missing that energy. That's a very specific message. I don't think that's for many of you. That's very specific for maybe a couple of folks who are watching the Sagittarius. And then beneath my deck is Twin Flame Union. It says heart, body, and mind, soul. Heart, body, mind, and soul. And then I just noticed this card. Beneath this card is love is the highest energy of all. Let it in. So it feels like Spirit wants you to really evaluate what it is that you want right now and be completely open and honest with yourself about what it is that you want, Sagittarius. So I have a placement out here that's for the dynamic between you and this other person. And then I have a placement out here for cards related to what you're working through, what's going on with you, and for the person who's on your heart and your mind. And I'm intentional when I say heart and mind, because it could be that it's the person that you're with, but it could just be someone that you've been thinking about quite a bit lately. You let yourself make sense of what that means for you. Okay, so the first tarot card that popped out was the Nine of Cups in reverse. We also have the Knight of Cups out here as well. We have the Star card here, and we have the Emperor here. So those were the first 4 cards that popped out. So for some of you, you are in a connection right now with someone, and it's not exactly giving you the sense of satisfaction, joy, love that maybe you thought that it would. Okay, and so it's like it's something about romance. It's something about wanting love. You know that love is healing. You know that love is restoring, and that's been on your mind and on your heart. So with this Nine of Cups being in reverse, I wanted to get some clarity. Spirit, did you mean for this card to be in reverse? You know, what's going on here? I ask questions like that, Sagittarius, I know. What popped out were 2 more reversal cards. So the Ace of Swords, which is clarity and truth in reverse, as well as the Sun, which is another kind of clarity, truth card, both in reverse. So what this feels like is that in what you're working through, because I don't feel like I'm speaking to many of you who are actually in a connection for whoever this message is for. So wherever you are right now, you are still trying to get clear. It's like this feeling of like, what do I need? Who is the person that I need that's going to actually give me that sense of love and joy and passion and fulfillment that I actually want and I know that I deserve? And you're not exactly clear about that right now. I think you have an idea, but I don't know if you're trusting that at this point. And in this connection, if you absolutely are dealing with someone, sorry, my ear is ringing. That happens sometimes. If you're dealing with someone and you're in a connection right now, you're kind of looking at what is it that we can do to rekindle this thing, to pull back the love, you know, pull it back in terms of pull it back to us so that we can have that passion that we once had before. So the Emperor card was kind of interesting to me because The Emperor always means, for me as a reader, structure, clarity, and certainty. It's an Aries energy, so that I am energy, that King of Kings energy. For many of us as readers, that is our God card, faith, ultimate faith card. So this is about faith in this connection for sure. But with the Emperor being out here, my confirming cards was the Fool, the Five of Pentacles, and the Strength card, okay? And I want to pause for a moment and let you know that in your placement, there is some mirroring. Some of these cards that are showing up in this connections energy are showing up on your end. And so this feels like it's related to your part in this relationship, this Emperor energy, you know, wanting to be very clear about what you want, but also there's this feeling of almost possibly being really hard in your expectations about what it is that you want. And it feels like Spirit is wanting you to know that it's okay to kind of reevaluate expectations, reevaluate your standards in a connection, because these are two opposing energies. Not really opposing, but very opposite. So it's not that they are, you know, against each other. They both can exist. But in this particular energy, it's like, this is the very rigid, I know exactly what I want and it has to look like this. And this is the, okay, well, let me look at my standards. Can they, you know, be reevaluated? If I really want love and if I really want joy, maybe I have to change and be different. So that's what that feels like here. And it feels like it's going to be hard because you got to have strength to do that. Going into a place where you are activating this new Fool energy of like, I'm going to put myself out there and give this a try. It feels like for you, Sagittarius, that's kind of scary. Like you worry about being rejected. You're worrying about, you know, what can that outcome look like? It feels like right now, Sagittarius, you're working through matters of control. You don't want to lose control. And that makes sense, you know, in love, that can be really scary, but I got to let you know something, Sagittarius, that you know, like you already know, is that when it comes to love, kind of what makes love happen is that both people, or all the people, you know, we live in 2025, honey, you know, the people in the relationship have to lose control, because you got to let go of parts of you. They should be letting go of parts of who they are, so that the love can develop and take on its own characteristic, its own body. But if someone is in control and being rigid, the love can't fully be expressed. Love is its own creation that is created because two people come together in it. So it feels like Spirit wants you to continue to remember that. And by knowing that, that is going to be restorative to you and healing to you. And it's also going to serve as a compass to know what it is that you need to do to turn this Nine of Cups from reverse upright, so you can feel the satisfaction and the abundance that you want and you deserve and desire. So now I'm going over to you. I started off with some oracle cards, Hidden Truth Oracle, to get an idea of what's really happening in Sagittarius's mind and heart. Because Sagittarius, I mean, I love you. I think you are amazing, okay? But sometimes you know how to guard and hide that heart. You know how to guard and keep your emotions in another place, another room, honey. And so sometimes these oracle cards might help you, my friend, locate what it is that you're really needing to address and to express, okay? A lot of cards out here too. I think there are 6 of them. I feel you even though we are apart. Again, I feel like this is someone that you used to know or you used to date or be with. I feel you even though we are apart. This doesn't feel like someone that you recently broke up with, but it could be. I hope that you can forgive me one day. I don't react when people mention you. That sounds like my lovely, strong, and free Sagittarius. You know how to be like, oh, who? Billy who? I hide behind material things. Here you are, Sagittarius, getting your money together, building yourself. You came closer than anyone in this connection. Whoever this person was, you really like them. So many things remind me of you. So it could be someone that you recently separated with, but this could also be someone from the past. Maybe you are dealing with someone right now and it's making you revisit another situation that you had in the past with someone. It's bringing some things to light for you. The cards that I have out here, I have Judgment out here for you, and then I have the star card. So that's that mirroring that I was talking about. You're really looking for your wish fulfillment. This is an 8 energy and this is a 2 energy. So you're really looking for completion. 8 and 2, it's 10. In numerology, that's number 1. So you're really looking for things to feel whole and complete. You're looking for a new beginning. You're looking for freshness that makes sense to you. And it kind of feels like with you, you're just wanting to operate in truth. Truly, in my nakedness, what is it that I really want? And it feels like you're trying to address how to stand boldly in that. The strength card out here, again, this was out here in the original placement too, but it popped out for you in reverse. So this feels like not having the courage, right, to really stand in what it is that you need to do or express to have what you want. So it kind of feels like a little bit of inner conflict here. And then this Fool card popped out here again on your side of the connection. So it just feels like you're feeling this nudge to step into walking in whatever direction you need to be honest and truthful about what it is that you want. But it feels like you're a little bit hesitant right now, but this urge is with you. So I confirmed the Judgment and got the Chariot out here. So this says that in order for you to wake up to your highest calling, you know, you got all the beautiful people with no clothes on coming up out the grave on Judgment Day. So this basically means that it's time. Okay, Sagittarius, it means that it's time to go after what it is that you want. The Chariot is kind of like a conquest, battle energy. It's like, I'm moving forward on this chariot. These wheels are going to keep turning despite whatever. And so whatever it is that you're seeking and you desire, it's time to go after it boldly. For the Star card, I confirmed this energy with the 5 of Wands, and this feels like you working through your inner conflict. So Sagittarius, I've been doing different readings for you for a little while now, you know, at least about 9 or 10 months. And that 5 of Wands almost always comes up in your love readings. Okay, it's the inner conflict. And so it feels like right now you have been working on healing from that. You're restoring that, locating the true thing that it is that you want. It's like you've located within you, what is it that makes me dissatisfied with certain connections or certain people or with myself? And it sounds like you have restored that, and you kind of have new wings about how to fly and be in that. You're exploring it still though. Okay, and so then for the Strength card in reverse, we have the Death card here. So this feels like it, again, another completion energy. It's time to put the challenges in terms of self-esteem, your courage to rest. It's time for a new beginning for sure. And then the Fool here, we have the King of Pentacles here, and this is in reverse. And so what this says to me is that you're working on the things related to material things. Sometimes material things can be our standards. Like, this person has to, you know, be this height. This person has to have this kind of body, or this person needs to make this kind of money, or this person needs to be from this zip code, you know, if you're here in the States. And so it just kind of feels like being free of a harsh standard related to the material trappings and allowing yourself to move forward. So I would say this to you, Sagittarius. When it comes to you, on your side of the connection, it sounds like you're doing a lot of work on yourself. It sounds like you're doing a lot of work on yourself. Beneath your deck is the 2 of Swords, and this kind of still feels like choosing. Another card that makes me feel like you're in a place where you're like, okay, do I like where I'm at right now? Do I like the platter of potential candidates that are in my life right now? Do I like the person that I'm with? Or is there something or someone else that might be able to complete me and make me feel fulfilled? You're not exactly, I don't know if you're exactly ready to take off this blindfold here and address it, but I will tell you this, the person that is on your mind and heart also has this card beneath their deck too. So that's very interesting. So I'll go on over to your person, whoever's on your mind and your heart. I will say this. The reason why I feel like you and this person have been separated for a little while is because I don't sense any heartbrokenness. For whoever this person is, I don't see any kind of like baggage energy. It just kind of feels like this person is in la la land living their life. Okay, now but this is very fascinating though, because there is still an energy connected to you. So the first card for their hidden truth is you speak to me through music. So whoever this person is, they feel like you connect with them through music. Maybe you do music together. Maybe you're both in the industry in a certain way, or maybe it was through music that you all kind of felt your love and your passion. That's kind of what was the, sometimes music can be the theme, the theme music to how love unfolds for two people. And so that's happening for that person. Just being near you is intoxicating. So whoever this person is that's on your mind and your heart, they definitely have a passion-filled desire and connection for you and with you. They feel this kind of twin flame energy with you, okay? And then it says, finding out the truth crushed me. Now, Sagittarius, I don't know the details about everything that happened in this connection. What happened, if there was some type of third-party situation that happened in the past, or maybe third-party influence, because sometimes it's not exactly cheating, but maybe people just being in people's ears, saying too much, making people feel confused about what it is they really want. And it feels like whatever that situation was, they had a hard time with that. But now they've kind of, that energy is not around them right now. It says, I will wait for a sign from you. This person, though, even though they're in their life, I don't see that they're dating. Whoever this person is in their life, they definitely feel like they didn't get the closure. As a matter of fact, that's probably why these two of swords for both of you all are showing up, is because there's uncertainty about what happened. That's what that feels like. It says, I knew exactly what I was doing. I'm not sure exactly what that means in the connection. They might have been showing up a little bit catty, a little bit argumentative in the connection. They might have had some petty boots on in the connection. And for whatever reason, they were clear about that. And then beneath their deck, it says, I want to feel that way again. Okay, so some of the other cards that popped out for this person was the Lovers in reverse. And so this tells me that they're not thinking about relationships right now. I don't think that they would even know that you're thinking about them right now. They're working really hard in their life on something, okay? And then we also have the Seven of Cups. So for some of you, this is somebody that you are actually dating. And so this is kind of like a double meaning. For some of you who are dealing with someone, they're really trying to work hard in the love. They're trying to make love work with you. They sense that something is off, but they don't know what. They're unclear about that. They're a little bit mystified. They don't know, but they're really trying to probably give gifts, trying to hold a standard. They're trying to do everything to keep you on their end. I will say that for those of you who are in a connection, they're working really, really hard. And then the Empress popped out. So whoever this person is, they definitely embody like this very loving, spiritual, beautiful aura to them. The Empress is usually what, a person wants to be in a connection. They want to be the creator of life. They want to be nurturing. They want to be beautiful. They want to be strong. And she's holding the scepter, which also means that she has the gift of wisdom. She has the gift of divinity, whoever this person is, despite the gender. So I confirmed some of these energies. The Lovers in reverse, what popped out was the Three of Wands, as well as the King of Cups, as well as the Knight of Wands, as well as the Six of Wands. So with these cards being out here, it just feels like this person, for those of you who you're not connected to them, this person is just kind of in their life. They have kind of moved on. Not exactly moved on into another relationship, but they've moved on with life. They're working, they're finding some type of success related to their passions here. They're building something, they're expecting an outcome soon, and they definitely have now some type of mastery over heart and mind. This is heart and mind coherence here. And so it doesn't feel like there's any toxic energy. Now, this is where it gets kind of fascinating though. So for the Empress here, I asked God, angel, spirit guides to help confirm, and then the Emperor popped out, okay? And when that happens, that is a divine partnership. So I want to let you know, if you're thinking about reaching out to someone that you used to care about, if this reading is still resonating with you, it's likely that this person did see you as their person. They found you to be who they wanted. They do see you as a twin flame, and it's almost like there's this energy where whoever this person is, wherever they are, they do feel like there's only one person for them. And so that might be another thing that I'm channeling for this other person that you're dealing with, because with these cards, it could just be that they are really in their process of, you know, healing, building, and becoming who they want to be, because they're trying to prepare for their divine partnership. Okay, so that's here as well. Another card that popped out is the Ten of Pentacles, which lets me know that this person, whoever this person is, Sagittarius, they're really focused on building something that is sustainable. They're about their money, they're about structure, they're about business. And it just sounds like they're really doing their own work to get all of the pieces in their life together and in order. But nevertheless, beneath both of these decks is the Two of Swords. So it feels like closure. It feels like the need for closure, both not being clear about, you know, what happened, what went wrong, what could have worked out. If you're in a connection with someone and you feel like this is really about the person that you're currently with, you are both in the same place of just not really knowing what to do to have that rekindle energy that you both deeply desire. So communication is needed. Now, for those of you where you're thinking about someone from the past and you're thinking about connecting with them, it feels like the Four of Swords is out here beneath the Two of Swords. Okay, so this Four of Swords is an apology. And so what this feels like is that whoever this person is that you're dealing with, Sagittarius, in the connection or out of the connection, it's really true to form when it says, I will wait for a sign from you. That Four of Swords is kind of relaxing back. They're just, you know, it's like a passive energy where it's like, okay, well, I mean, if you don't reach out, I'm not going to reach out. It's just like the two people here that I'm speaking to, it'll just continue to just ride and nothing will happen. This person does not feel like they would ever, you know, even think that it would be cool to reach out to you. So if this is someone that you want to deal with, Sagittarius, you almost would have to find a way to connect with them. If you're in a relationship right now, the same applies. You're wanting to rekindle some things. Maybe there's some past history challenges and you all are going through all of the things that I've described. It does still feel like, Sagittarius, this person would almost need you to be the initiator of this, because their mind is kind of in a different place right now. That is what I have for you. Let me get a couple of Archangel messages out here for you, and then we will call it. Okay, this is a little bit lengthy. I didn't mean for this to be this long, Sagittarius. I am so sorry. Okay. Thank you, God, Angel, Spirit Guides. What do you want Sagittarius to know to wrap up this reading? Okay, anything else? This is believe and trust, okay? So this is that taking off this blindfold and taking action here related to your soul's calling. You know what your soul and your spirit wants to do. Believe and trust. It says, this is the prayer. Before going to sleep tonight, say, Archangel Michael, please enter my dreams and replace fear with faith and trust. Let me be filled with strength, courage, and confidence. Sagittarius, I will also say this. Whoever this person is that's been on your mind and your heart, they have a wonderful job of making you feel a sense of strength, confidence, and hope. And that also might be why you're thinking about them right now, because you're probably going through something right now that feels unknown and a little bit unfamiliar. And this person was probably someone that you used to lean on during challenging times. Okay, this situation is already resolved, and it says, as a prayer, I give any worries, cares, and concerns to you in exchange for true peace in all ways. Okay, thank you for resolving this. It wants you to claim this. Spirit is wanting you to claim this, to pray this, and to believe this as you are taking steps in the direction that you want to go in. Sagittarius, I love you. I wish you well. Whatever it is that you want, I want for you. Take care of yourselves out there. Bye.